Hey my love, welcome back to another video in the spirit of preparing for 2025. I just brain dumped to write out everything I feel like I need to do or have in place in order to feel prepared for 2025. Definitely I want to reset, like I need a proper reset digitally, mentally, physically, like the environment and everything. I decided to get up, get a bit ready, put some actual clothes on the laundry, and I just wanted to put oil in my hair and like do like a reset in terms of like washing my hair because they're so dry. But I've booked a hairdresser appointment tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. I had it on my vision board to go to like a proper nice hairdresser and like get like a proper haircut. And obviously I've kept it until the last minute. And that just goes to show that you can always start. It doesn't matter if the year is over or not. And if you haven't done the things you wanted to do, you can still do them or at least put them in motion and then maybe do the heavy lifting next year. But I think we put ourselves so much under pressure of this time frame of a year while it's a human concept. Like who cares if you start now? Like who cares? If you haven't done it the last month, you can still start now and still kick-start your new best self now because it's not connected to time. It's just because we're so obsessed with masculine guidelines and time frames that it's like nice to use a Monday to start or like a year. But this goes to show you can start late in the day, you can start late in the week, and you can start late in the year. At the end of the day, you just gotta start and you gotta do it for yourself. And I'm not sure if it makes sense to wash my hair tonight because I feel like they're gonna wash it at the hairdresser tomorrow. And I don't wash it today and then it's gonna be washed again tomorrow. It's not like super dirty, it's just like dry and I just feel like it needs like, you know, a fresh wash. I have to clean this up because for me there's no thing in between. Either it's like tidy and clean or it gets pretty chaotic. I mean, it's not too bad honestly because this is just like from lunch leftover. I need to clean out the sink because this one is done, the dishwasher. And then yeah, this is actually not really bad. But to me, it literally feels like I'm drowning. So I need to sort it out. I basically left bits and pieces everywhere. And I usually have the golden rule to put everything away once I've used it because I know how I am. I'm an organized, unorganized person. So I need to have strategies to be tidy. I don't know. Today it just was not it. So we need to clean that up.
Love is like a roller coaster, but I'm trying to hold on. I don't want it to stop. Even though we fight sometimes and it feels like a war zone, I still care about us. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me.
Start automatic cleaning.
One room done, the bedroom. The Hoover is hoovering, which I love that he's doing it by himself. And next I want to do the bathroom because I feel like the bathroom is so quick for me because it's quite small and it's not a lot of tidying up. But then there's gonna be the worst, which is going to fold laundry, but we can do it. And I do really want to go through my vision board also as like a reset and create routines that will support me to reach that vision board next year and starting this year already and make an action list of things I can already do to kickstart 2025 already now. And I do want to pick up Maul from the station. So time is ticking. It's like 4 p.m. and I need to leave here around 5. But I think we can do it. Let's reset the bathroom and do a really quick clean up as well.
Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, I know that it's difficult dealing with emotions, but I want you to know that you'll always be on my mind. Even in the hard times, I care about you. How do you move on when everything goes I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more.
This is unheard of from this household, and it goes to show that the last days were out of whack. Because when we left for our trip, we put everything in the dishwasher. So when we arrived late, the dishwasher was through, obviously, but we didn't feel like unloading it, which I'm regretting because I feel like it messed with everything else. Because I can already tell how my soul is coming back to my body by just resetting, cleaning, and bringing things back into order. Like, my heart starts feeling full again, and I feel like a normal person. And I know I'm being dramatic, but am I? Like, can you relate? I need to get this immediately sorted and load everything in the dishwasher.
How do you move on when everything is wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about.
I feel like a new person. I need to get some new flowers at some point, but not for now. Also, if I want to pick up Mount, I need to leave basically in 2 minutes, and I haven't done the laundry yet. But I do think I want to pick him up because I think it's gonna just... Okay, my phone telling me I have to leave. I think it's just gonna be nice to go out for a walk, and also just for him after his work trip to immediately have a nice surprise and be welcomed home. I feel like those little gestures always make such a big difference, and I think it's just gonna be the thing to do, and maybe we can actually watch a Christmas movie, because there's the one on Amazon that just has been published, like the red, something with red, Forbidden here. And I can fold the laundry while I do that. It feels so good to be outside, like literally. I just feel like this is what I needed. I just dyed my bangs a little bit, so this is the before. And these ends are so dry, even though they look so much better than they used to. But it just feels like my hair needs a fresh start. It needs like a clean slate, like a proper haircut, so when it grows out it has like a proper cut to it. But yeah, this is how we look before the hairdresser. And let's see how we look after. I'm very curious. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm sure we'll be good.
I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more. Love you a little bit more. Just a little bit.
Good morning, my love. I went to the hairdresser yesterday and I did show quite a bit of, or she did, and I added some layers, and I haven't done the heatless curls, and so it's my first time putting these heatless curls, volumizing these in, since I've got the shorter hair layers, and I'm so curious how this turned out. So I thought I'll just, as I brought you kind of to the hairdresser with me to see it with you together. And I'm so sleepy still. Okay, I need to fix the bangs because there's something weird here. Otherwise, I love it. It looks like even shorter, obviously not because there's so much volume. I feel like it's pretty good for like waking up like that. I'm going to actually make a list and plan. I already resetted the apartment and I feel so much better. I went to the hairdresser so I can take this off my vision board, and this felt like a hair reset. But I do want to really upgrade my hair routine. I want to go through my vision board and already see actions I can take now, and I want to write down also the routines that are connected to the goals. I just want to see if there's things I can already take action on now. I just got my journal because I feel like some things are just more satisfying on pen and paper. So I'm just gonna take my journal where I have this overview for lists, and I'm just gonna write everything down there. Wrote everything out here because I'm just needing to get it out of my mind, like a good brain dump. And while I was going through my vision board and writing down things, I checked today also because apparently your North Node is telling you who you're meant to be or what you're meant to be. And like literally, I've already lived my purpose for sure, and I just want to do more in that area again. My dream would be to host like retreats, like wellness healing retreats, maybe starting next year. Like that would be really amazing. But what was really interesting was also part of your purpose is to share your insights with others, whether it's through teaching, writing, storytelling. Your ability to inspire others is a key aspect of your journey, and that really feels true. And I've been doing so much in that direction already, but I really want to find my ideal way of doing it, what that means for me and who I want to be and how I want to express that. And because for me at the forefront is helping people, bringing more love into the world, making you feel more confident and loved and inspired and connected to who you truly are and who you can be. And so I think I've learned so much this year about what that looks like for me, like which platforms I like. YouTube is my favorite platform. This is why I poured my heart and soul into YouTube this year, which I'm going to continue on. And I'm really proud of myself for putting so much into this and learning and growing here, and just you being here and watching this truly just, I can't even tell you what that means to me. And I truly, truly, truly hope that all the content that you ever see from me inspires you and makes you feel good and makes you wanting to connect more to who you truly are and the life that you deserve to live and your worthiness. And I don't know, I think it's a coffee or just decaf, but I feel like words are flowing and it's time to take actions. And some of the small actions, for instance, one of my goals is movements. I feel like finally I found what has worked for me, which is going for my walks. I do like a 20-minute Stairmaster workout that I've found where I'll actually insert it here, what you have to do so you can just screenshot it, try it out yourself. It just really where you feel like you're being challenged, but it's so manageable and so fast, and this is why I like it. And then reformer Pilates, which I love. So I've already shared that in the last video. I started kind of my goals for next year already in November. So I started with integrating the first month a daily walk, and the second month I started integrating my 3 times a week Stairmaster workout. And now in January I want to add once a week reformer Pilates. And what I can already do now is book all the classes, so it's already a done deal. I don't have to think about it anymore. And this is what I mean with let's take action already. Even if we don't want to shift and change everything because we're going towards the end of the year and there's a lot happening, we can already dip a toe into that goal and into those habits and into that version of ourselves that is looking like that, feeling like that, earning like that, traveling like that, whatever your vision and goals are. So that's the first thing I think I'm gonna do. Give you a quick tour of my Notion. I still have to update my vision board because this is from last year. I've got the reflecting 2024 and how do I want my 2025 to look like from last video where I reflected, and then also brain dump of like everything I want. This is for my 333 method. So like I said, I started in November, December, January, and I have these 3 categories that I defined for myself. And then I have here the first thing I did, and then the second and the third habit. So 1 habit for each category, and then I'm adding to this, and that's like the principle here Then I've got a calendar where I plan my YouTube videos, even though I'm always doing them very intuitive, so I don't always stick to it. And then this is the part that I updated today that is so important, which is the habit tracker. I also combine it with the weekly goals and daily planning. What is the intention? What is that going to give me? Who will I be? And then I have weekly goals, so every week I can define what are the goals. These are very general right now because I just created a general outline for the week. This is the daily planning. I will go every day into my Notion and then I just define 3 priorities for the day. I'm gonna delete this now. And then this is the daily planning and tracking. So I have defined 3 routines for me, or habits that I've already integrated that I do on the daily or that have become part of my everyday life through the 3-3-3 method. Here I created measurable goals. So what does that all mean as measurables per week? And that's something that I duplicated and changed the name. So I have my habit tracker down until end of January, and towards end of January I will be adding February, and I will move these into remember my progress. This is like a second page, and then I have all the last weeks so I can look back and see my progress and see how much I've shown up for myself. I'm just cooking some lunch really quickly because I noticed that I was hungry. I booked the Pilates classes. I had one of my to-do list was to put a weekly, daily and monthly plan into Notion, which I've kind of all combined together into one habit tracker and daily planning space in a way. And so I can take that off. Really excited for food right now. But while the pasta is cooking, I'm gonna go through everything I saved in terms of research I've done towards hair routine and decide on what shampoo I'm gonna use, conditioner, hair mask, leave-in, if I'm gonna get the Kerastase oil or another. That's something I wanna do now because then I wanna, after lunch, I'm probably gonna be tired, so it's a great time to get out for a walk and walk to the drugstore and buy the products I listed out. I'm really tired right now, so I think it's like the perfect moment to get myself outside, go for a walk, get some fresh air, get some movement, and also get excited because I feel like it's always exciting to go like to the drugstore and like scan for new hair care. And I feel like this has been so productive because, as you can see, I've ticked a lot off the list. Actually, I can tick one more off. So one other thing I had on the list was to double check what content I already have filmed and what I want to put out there still this year. And I did this, and I was supposed to check if I need to order something for it, but that's already done. I have a really fun video planned. And the next on the list is to go outside and buy products. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. One more thing that I just wanted to share with you quickly was I wrote down a little list which I thought would be helpful for you, which was some kind of the flow I followed. First, I made a vision board in like the last video already, but I always keep adding to it on my Pinterest. Then the second part is goals, like what do you want to achieve? And the best way is to write I have, I am, I receive, I drive, I own, I feel, I give. Like use those words and write like 10 goals down. And some of those things you might not be able to fully control. For instance, let's say you say I own 10K a month. You might not be able to immediately call that in, but you can co-create it. And that goes into the 3-3-3 method, where you've got your goals, you have a clarity on your vision, and then you select like 3 main goals, and then you see how can you co-create it. And for each goal, you select a habit. And then what I've done in this video is prepare, plan, and test, and immediately take action, which I looked at the things that I can already do. So I know in January I'm going to start with reformer classes, so I'm going to book reformer classes. I want to upgrade my hair routine, so I'm going to go and get the products so that I can immediately upgrade my hair routine. We can already take action now, and I feel like that makes January a lot less overwhelming because it just becomes an everyday process of you showing up for yourself. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if this year ended, if the new one began. It's just all about creating the life that you feel most fulfilled in, and that's all that matters. If this is going to happen in 2024, 2025 or 2026, it does really not matter, because at the end of the day, every single year is preparing you for it. It's just important to see where are we self-sabotaging ourselves, because I'm a queen of self-sabotage, and where are we actually able to show up for ourselves, and changing the mindset of having to achieve goals like New Year's resolutions, and instead asking ourselves, what do we want to create, who do we want to be, and how can we do that for ourselves, because we deserve to live our happiest and most fulfilling life. And that's, I think, what it's all about. So that was my TED talk for today. I'm gonna put on a coat and head out. I did this trend that is really cool, where you basically tell ChatGPT your vision for yourself, and you can put all the details you want. It doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't need to be super detailed, but you give all the information that you want to give that kind of paints a picture around like your future self, your future life. And then you ask ChatGPT to write out a day in the life of your future self. And I saw this trend and I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But then I did it and literally made me cry. Like, it's insane. I've seen people say it made me cry. I'm like, why? But it writes it in such a beautiful way that you literally feel the emotion. You feel like you're experiencing it. You're in it. So I want to read that out loud, record it, put some meditation or manifestation frequency on it so that I can listen to it on my walk. I can take that off and have an amazing walking meditation for my mornings. Order has been restored, more laundry has been washed and hung up, and I am ready to go to bed. I'm like so tired, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here, watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. Honestly, it always means the world to hear from you and to talk to you. I just hope you know how loved you are. This video inspired you, but also made you just feel so cozy and comforted. I send you so much love and light.